Hi, this is Anthony Parent of Parent in Win LLP, the IRSMedic, and in this video I'm going to talk about what happens if your Offshore Voluntary Disclosure Program submission or pre-clearance letter is rejected. Now, here's the thing. If you make a pre-clearance or a disclosure, the IRS actually sends you back the same letter informing you that you have been rejected. Or you might get a phone call, your representative might get a phone call from an IRS prosecutor. Now, why would your OVDP or pre-clearance be rejected? Well, one of them, it might not be it's complete. And in that case, you might really want to look into who's doing your work. If there's some submissions that are missing, you want to make sure that everything is done correctly and to your best interest. This is something that we notice. We do take over a tremendous amount of work from people who have hired previous attorneys or CPAs or even have done it themselves. And we see just huge mistakes that people make with really big consequences. And so that while in some sort of theory, it might not seem all that complicated, voluntary disclosure is one of the most complicated, time-consuming activities around, and it is not for everybody. Now, if your OVDP or pre-clearance is rejected not because it's incomplete, but rather because it's not timely, now you have a little bit of a sticky issue, okay? Because there's going to be a few reasons why. I have this on my blog here, a few reasons why your pre-clearance is too late. Right? That the IRS already has a civil examination against you or a criminal investigation against you. And one thing you need to know is the IRS doesn't have to tell you they're criminally investigating you. A target letter is issued when they want you to go get counsel because they know a grand jury is going to be coming back with an indictment. And it makes it a little more convenient for the IRS to be dealing with counsel than to you directly. Another reason why is the IRS has already notified you that it's going to examine you, or perhaps you did get that target letter. Another reason is that the IRS received information from a third party, like a bank, saying that you had these undisclosed accounts. Another reason why your pre-clearance could be, say, too late is the IRS has started a civil examination or criminal investigation against a entity that you're a part of. Or another reason is because that grand jury is about to issue an indictment or is investigating you or one of your entities right now. As you can see, right, all this is pretty serious stuff, and something to think about is that OVDP, there is criminal exposure, and so some people are looking to do this themselves or hire an enrolled agent or a CPA. And look, the IRS is going to allow that to happen. They're not going to stop you from doing it yourself. They're not going to stop you from getting someone other than an attorney, but you really might want to think about, with everything on the line, to get the best help you can. Now, we may not be the OVDP law firm for you, but we might be. So if you think you might want to learn more about us, go to our About Us page, and there's a link to follow. Or go to our site to learn about our voluntary disclosure webinar. And I updated this in July to include all the June 2014 changes. And I really like this one because I go through the entire evolution of voluntary disclosure, from the very beginnings of universal taxation to the Bank Secrecy Act of 1970, which led to the FBAR, to the 2009 OVDI, to the 2011 OVDP, to the 2012 OVDP, and now to the 2014 OVDP, with the standard, with the opt-out, with the streamlined offshore disclosure, with the streamlined domestic disclosure. So please, to find out more information, go to IRSMedic.com. And if you want to call our OVDP hotline, it is 888-477-4258, or send an email to info@IRSMedic.com. This is Anthony Parent of Parent in Win LLP, the IRSMedic, and thanks for watching.